Joining us now is OjyOkpe with stories trending around the world. Hello, Jinx.
Good morning, Dr. Abati. Good morning, Ayo. Good morning, Rufai. Yes, it is. You're absolutely right. Let's get right into the show. My time has been taken. Well, good morning to you, viewers. Here are some of the stories that are trending across the globe. In the United States, former President Donald Trump appeared in court on Monday, where he is facing a civil lawsuit and a fine of $250 million for alleged fraud committed through the Trump Organization. The former president spoke outside the courtroom and denied the allegations, calling it a politically motivated witch hunt.
Very simply put, it's a witch hunt. It's a disgrace. We have a corrupt attorney general in the state. You see how she does?
In Pakistan, 8 members of an organ trafficking ring were arrested on Monday. The alleged leader of the ring, Fawad Mokhtar, is accused of extracting the kidneys of more than 300 people and transplanting them into rich clients. At least 3 people died from having their organs harvested. Most transplants were said to have been carried out in private homes, often without the patient's knowledge, and sold for up to $120,000. In Nigeria, scores of bodies involved in an explosive fire incident as the country marked its 63rd anniversary on Sunday, October 1st, are reportedly yet to be recovered. Bodies of the victims have been sighted in a swamp near the scene, where a tanker laden with premium motor spirit fell with its content and exploded along the Warri-Benin Road. The victims were burnt beyond recognition in the incident. Some reports have put the death toll at over 20 people.
This road has been bad for like more than 5 years. It's been bad for like 5 years and nothing is being done about it. And people are dying. Look at dead bodies all over the place. It's not nice. Like, we have a lot of things going on in this country, but of course we are looking for just the basic things: road, good water, and of course electricity. If we can get these 3 things, we are not asking for too much.
Under sports, world number 3 Coco Gauff won her debut match at the China Open on Monday, defeating Russian player Ekaterina Alexandrova. The 19-year-old tennis star had not played since winning her first Grand Slam title at the US Open in September. She extended her unbeaten run to 13, having won 19 of 20 matches since the first round exit at Wimbledon. Under entertainment, a documentary chronicling Beyonce's just concluded 39-city Renaissance World Tour is set to premiere on December 1st in North American theaters. The documentary, titled Renaissance, a film by Beyonce, features concert footage and elements of the visual album, while trailing the tour from its launch in Stockholm, Sweden in May to the finale held on Sunday, October 1st in Kansas City, Missouri. The tour is reported to have grossed close to $500 million.
Welcome to the Renaissance.
Finally, Afrobeats musician Seun Kuti, son of the late Afrobeat legend Fela Anikulapo Kuti, strutted the runway at the Paris Fashion Week for designer Casablanca on Sunday during its Spring-Summer 2024 collection. The fashion show, which was titled Day of Victory, was a tribute to his father. The designer also shared a snippet of Fela's life and time before the show began. Geared up in a white jumpsuit with green and purple stripes, Seun walked the runway to Rema's hit song, Addicted. Nigeria to the world. Congratulations, Seun Kuti. I wish I was there. Well, all right, let's begin what's trending. As Nigeria celebrated its 63rd anniversary on Sunday, many stakeholders shared their congratulatory messages to their mentors and constituents. One of such stakeholders is the daughter of Nigeria's president, Folashade Tinubu Ojo, also known as the Iyaloga General of Nigeria. Well, in her Independence Day message, she encouraged Nigerians to keep hope alive while wishing the president and the First Lady of Nigeria, Remi Tinubu,
as well as her constituency people a happy Independence Day. Let's take a look.
Happy Independence celebration to every Nigerian, especially my beloved father, Mr. President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, and the mother of the nation, my own mom, Senator Remi Tinubu, CON, and all the beloved daughters, sons and daughters, the founding fathers, founding mothers of our great nation, Nigeria. We need to keep our hope alive. The flames of hope must continue burning in us. Our hope is being renewed, and I'm very positive that this Nigeria will still work for every Nigerian, inshallah. And to my constituency people, the market leaders, I celebrate all of you. I celebrate all of you on this day. May we witness many more of it in good health and sound mind. Thank you. I love you all. God bless you.
All right, she wished her constituency people a happy independence. But also, I was, Ayo, you sent me this story. The first thing I saw, I would tell you about that one. I was like, okay, who is she addressing at this point? Her constituency people, of course. But what also people were talking about was the flags. I wish we were able to get that visual. Senior advocate of Nigeria, Babatunde Fashola, had faulted the coat of arms display on the Nigerian flag. Fashola made the remarks during a live television interview where he cautioned against the misuse of national symbols, including the National Anthem. Fashola urged citizens in need of the Nigerian flag to contact the National Orientation Agency, which produces and sells the flags in all the states of the country. If we had seen that video, you'd have seen that she had those two flags with the coat of arms.
Fake flag.
Yeah, that's what it's not correct.
Flag, no,
this is not the correct symbol
not the correct
of
flag.
the
What is not correct is
Nigerian
fake.
Yeah, what's
flag.
not correct is fake.
All right.
Absolutely.
There you go. There.
Maybe she should have gone to, that she should have gone to Specsavers, she should have gone to the National Orientation Agency to pick up the correct flag. I think a number of people actually are guilty of this. Many people do not know. They just think, it has the coat of arms. Let's just combine two symbols of our sovereignty in one place and put it up there. So that's the first thing you would see. But beyond that, Oji, is the fact that when I saw the video, I was taken aback as to, in what capacity? Yes, on Independence Day, a number of people had released statements. The president had given a speech at 7 a.m. on the morning. Before then, the presidential candidate of the PDP had released a statement. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party had released a statement. Organized Labour had released a statement, obviously because they had planned to go on a strike the day after or 2 days afterwards. And so maybe she felt that her voice wasn't being heard and no woman had been represented in the speech given. So she wanted to represent that voice and decided to speak to Nigerians. Now let's talk about the merits of the speech. I think she should have just sent a text message to her parents. Because the first few lines of, because it was just like, happy Independence Day
but
to
they had a family WhatsApp group.
They
should have done the family WhatsApp
group. And a number of people, I saw comments, and a number of people said that there are pressing issues in the nation. So she's been silent on all of this, and she chose to talk about say Happy Independence Day to Nigerians. She's well within her rights. Nobody bought her data for her. She released it on her social media, and everybody can. Anybody can release statement. What I'm saying is that the optics look very bad. Let's just everyone stay in their lane. In what capacity? Iyaloga General, the markets as of the Federation, apparently, from what we've heard now, not just of Lagos State, there are issues that she can face and not just talk about, release Independence Day and with two flags that are not even correct. It doesn't look good.
Well, all right, we accept her Independence Day, even though a lot of people weren't happy on that day. It was such a sad day, as you heard in my highlight there. Those bodies that are left in the swamp to be recovered. We'll take another story. highlighting reactions trailing the release of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's Chicago State University certificate presented to former Vice President Atiku Abubakar's legal team on Monday. The documents released include Tinubu's admission records and a letter dated June 27, 2022, confirming that Tinubu attended the university from August 1977 to June 1979 and majored in accounting. The letter also affirmed that Tinubu was awarded a Bachelor's of Science in Business Administration with honors on June 22, 1979. CSU also granted 3 of Atiku's 4 requests, including copies of 7 different certificates for the Bachelor of Science degree it issued in 1979, but was, however, unable to locate a copy of the original diploma it prepared for Tinubu in 1979. The documents went viral on social media, with supporters of Atiku Abubakar and Tinubu sharing their opinion. Let's take some tweets. Now, this is from SAN Festus Keyamo. He wrote, "It is now obvious that the loss of Atiku Abubakar at the last polls hurt him deeply more than all his previous losses put together. It has since sent him spinning like a drunkard, lashing out to hold on to every single straw that resembles a lifeline. This is bad for his health. He should accept that his game is over, as the Chicago State University responses have shown, and retire peacefully to his famed abode. Those around him have a role to play in this." Well, CSU also confirmed that Tinubu graduated from Government College, Lagos. Let's take this reaction from Babatunde Gbadamosi. He was a former Lagos State gubernatorial candidate, correct? Well, all right, he wrote, "I attended GCL from 1978 to 1981. My auntie was the vice principal for at least one of those years. I can confirm that I witnessed the graduation of the first set in 1979. Bola Ahmed Tinubu was definitely not among them. By pure coincidence, the late Jide Tinubu was my classmate at Lagos State School of Basic Studies. I could not possibly have been just 4 years the junior of his father in secondary school, could I?" Well, David Hude in response also wrote, "Also, Government College Lagos was founded in 1974. So whoever claimed to have graduated from there in 1970 was clearly lying. I reported all of this since November, by the way." Well, another Twitter user posted a video of Tinubu where he boasted that he was one of the most recruited students at the university with the caption, "We'll show them our first-class degree. There's nothing to hide." Let's take a look.
I was one of those most recruited graduates of my university, multiple honors, first-class degree. And I have a reference point. Those people are there. You have nothing to offer but questions and creating doubt.
All right, Rufai, yesterday we saw Peter Obi flaunting his credentials. Now we see Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I mean, Chicago State University did confirm that he graduated with honors. I guess this puts that story to rest, but I think that the main issue was the fact that they were able to provide 7 different certificates that were issued in 1979 and were unable to issue President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's certificate.
So, I mean, there's a lot of narrative, so the discrepancy, just go on with the release. Southwest College, for instance, it shows that the person that did this in South was a female. The academic record shows variations in the date of birth. Either so the date was 1952, now we're seeing 1954, and it just goes on and on. For instance, look at the one they talked about, the college in that he graduated in 1970, and the Lagos College, the Government College Lagos was not even founded in 1970. And, so much discrepancies as regards, all of this process. But it's a reflection of the kind of society, hence my point again about morality for the Upton time. It's a reflection of the kind of society we built. We can use legalese and say, okay, the technicalities of the matter and all of that. But at a time like this is what we're dealing with the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And you see, this is even more important than any other issue of poverty going on. Because you see, the person that wants to solve the problems of the country, we must at least clear every encumbrance on his part first. Before we talk about the issue of poverty, this is a pertinent national issue.
I know.
And this is an issue that rubs off on all of us.
It will be in the news. Also, Donald Trump is facing charges of
charges
fraud,
and all of
it's
that.
making all the headlines.
Because
So
a nation, the outlook of a
one of the
nation
reasons
is
why it's
first
making those
reflected
headlines.
in the leadership of the nation.
Well, all right.
Pure
Dr.
and simple.
Abati, I heard you earlier talk about Tinubu's certificates. You said that CSU cannot provide what they do not have. I also have that issue, the fact that they were able to provide 7 different certificates under the same, curriculum, the business administration, but couldn't provide Tinubu's certificate.
Forget that.
So that was
President
a conversation.
Tinubu had previously said that he lost his certificate.
No, I meant CSU
in a fire
providing it, not Tinubu. Yes.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Right.
The original. They talked about the original. In any case, the issue that we're dealing with is discovery for use.
Yeah.
For legal purpose in a foreign jurisdiction.
Right.
That's the main issue before us. If there are smoking guns in what has been provided by the Chicago State University, that's the job of the lawyers, counsel to Waziri Atiku Abubakar to pursue those smoking guns and see what they can do with it. If they are unable to pursue those smoking guns, you will see they will be accused of having gone on a frolic, of their own. But that's just it. The rest is just partisanship and sentiments.
Well, a lot of
but
responses.
that is the issue, before us at the moment.
Absolutely.
What is the material effect with
Absolutely.
regard to the presidential election?
Right.
What lessons can we learn from this?
Right.
What reforms can follow as a result of lessons learned?
Right.
That's the substance,
Right.
not sentiments.
Well, the story
Thank
will
you.
continue, absolutely. Well, I'd like to thank you all for your great analysis, as always, on What's Trending. Well, that's all I have for you on What's Trending today. I'll see you all tomorrow.